Hey everybody, it's Vapor-Tokers. Just wanted to make a quick video about batteries here and to address an issue some people have. So if you ever had a battery or an atomizer, I guess, that you put it on, it works on one battery, but then when you put it on another one, all of a sudden the atomizer doesn't work, and then you assume that the atomizer is burned, or maybe it doesn't work, or not. But really, it's just the battery. And what's happening, like the longer you have the battery, and when you use like the older fatty atomizers, the skinny atomizers that actually screw to the middle port versus the outer side, what it tends to do is this contact right here in the center, it gets pushed down. It's not like a solid peg that goes straight through. It actually floats in this insulation right here. So over time, when you keep screwing your atomizer really tight, it pushes this contact lower and lower and lower. Then what happens is if you get a fatty T or a fat fatty or like a Hydra or something, and which actually screws, some of them actually screw to the outside, what's happening is the center contact of the actual atomizer, let me try and get one here, so that center contact in the atomizer there is not making contact with the center of the battery in here. And the reason that is, what I said, is over time it starts to push it lower and lower and lower, and some atomizers will work and then some atomizers won't work. So the atomizer not dead. That's why you can sometimes, if you try it on another battery, it might work. But what happens is this piece gets pushed down. So all you need is one of these things. You can probably get them at Walgreens or whatnot. It's just a traveler's toothpick, basically. Comes in handy for atomizers and batteries. But basically what you can do is you can stick it in the crack over here and then kind of go around the battery, the center piece here, and then pry it up a little bit, like slowly. So you just go around, just spin it like this, kind of tweak it slowly, ease it up. Just keep doing this. Then the contact will rise back up again, make contact with the atomizer, and then it'll be good to go. And it'll make contact. So if it just unexplainably just stops working, but it works before, it worked on another battery or something like that, a lot of times that's a culprit. So you can just try and do that, and it'll kind of rise it up. Try that and see if that works. Okay, so that's a common thing with a battery. A lot of people think that the atomizer is bad or something, but really it's just not making contact. So that's why it can't get the power to actually start burning. Another reason why you want to maybe get one of these picks too is eventually after time. Okay, this is the bottom of a fat fatty. And over time, you might get some of the juice to crust up if you don't use it for a while or whatnot in the atomizer. And if you ever use your atomizer and after a while, and all of a sudden it starts to feel like it's restricted when you're dragging on it, a lot of it could be two things. There could be the filter. Could be the filter's clogged, or something. It's not allowing the free flow of air. But a lot of times, it's actually the atomizer. Now, you won't be able to see it, so that's why you have to use like this kind of hook thing here. There's actually a pinhole on the side of the threading. It's somewhere in here on the side. So you gotta just kind of run the hook like a dentist. Just like drag it up and down the side of the atomizer like so and spin it in your fingers. Just keep turning it and keep moving it until the peg falls in the hole. There's one in there though. And what you can do a lot of times is that stuff will crust up and restrict that hole a little bit, and then it will, it'll have like a suction problem when you're dragging. It'll feel stuck. But so all you gotta do is take one of these pick things. Okay, I usually find it faster than that, but just keep feeling it like a dentist until. Where's that? See if we can find it. Well, once you find it on the outside, you can also find it on the inside too. So you can take it from the inside, and then okay, there, I found it. So I can try and clear it from this side. Now I know where it is, and I'll come around this side on the outside and find the same hole. And then you just kind of wiggle it once you get it in there. You're just gonna wiggle it around and try to clear it up a little bit. Just clear the flow. After you do that, you can connect it back, and then you should have a better flow on it. But that will typically happen if you have like an atomizer and then you don't use it for a while. But yeah, so all it is a little traveler toothpick. You can use it to raise the center contact of your battery, and you can also clear the hole off the atomizer. Now let me show you like a fatty atomizer so you know what I'm talking about. There, so you see the fatty? It's hard to see here, but there's actually a pinhole right there on the threading. And that's what's also on the fatty and the fatty T atomizers, but you just can't see it, you can't get to it because it's in the sidewall. So that's why you need the hook. So you just run around, find it, poke it, kind of like wiggle it in there, come on the inside, wiggle it in there, and clear that hole out, and then it should clear that suction problem. But that's just some more tips.